See you later. Good morning guys, today we're off to meet one of my friends to take his car out for a spin. It is chucking it down, but he goes on holiday in the next couple of days, so I wanted to grab this opportunity to go over his car with him before he disappears.
Minutes later. 5 minutes later.
In these interiors, it's quite plasticky, but I do like the little silver trims. So everything is, I mean, that's padded nicely. I like the CD case there, so the CD is actually covered behind that, so you can see the CD just behind that. It's a really smart gear stick, so again, all silver trim, and then he's got silver sports pedals down there and silver bezels. And then this car is also on air ride, so he's got his air ride adjustment there, so he can choose the car to go up, down. So very smart grey leather interior. For the age of the car, it's worn really well. No fading on the sides. It's all seems to be in one piece, which is really smart because it is a 2002 reg Audi TT. It's currently got 119,000 miles. He has a aftermarket dash pod there, which is telling him his boost pressure. So the owner has just informed me that he's got a £120 cup holder, which is an optional extra. So the car is a 6-speed manual. So legroom is a bit of an issue in these vehicles. There's a 5-valve 1.8T turbo. It's got an aftermarket pod filter there with some performance hosing. The car has got a aftermarket front mount intercooler. Horsepower, do you think it's? 266. Do you have a dyno printout? Because the internet always wants to see a dyno printout. Lovely. Stage 2 map, okay. So you've owned this car for over a year. Where did you pick it up from? Was it a mainland car?
Yeah, just outside of London. He met me at Guildford.
Nice. So looking over the car, what 5 things do you like about it?
The way it looks.
They do look nice, yeah.
The way it sits.
The air ride looks very smart. Noisy, but smart.
Yeah.
So the third thing you like is the interior. I do like the gauge pod. That does sit in quite nicely. Like, you wouldn't really notice that was like an aftermarket bit and wasn't something that came standard. The fourth thing that you like about this car?
It's got to be the heated seats.
Heated seats. They make you feel like you're in a Turkish bath. You get a sweaty bottom. It's very quiet when you're just cruising along like this.
Yeah.
Like, the soundproofing's really good. So what's the what's the fifth thing you like about your car?
That'll be that.
So what's the first thing you don't like about this car?
The electrical gremlins.
So it's not something you'd normally associate with a German car, is having electrical gremlins. But so what issues have you had?
The dash.
The dash.
The gauge display. Some days I can read it, other days there's pixels missing, whole lines of them, or it'll just be complete spaghetti.
Ah.
So, open the door, window doesn't drop, doesn't tell me I've left my lights on, and it doesn't show me on the dash.
So that could be a bit of a pain. What's the second thing then that you don't like about this car?
Fuel economy.
So what average miles per gallon do you get in a 1.8 turbo 225 Audi?
At the moment, 20.
And the worst you've had is 12, you say?
Yeah.
Is that when you first got it?
Yeah.
What's the third thing that you dislike about this car?
The tyres makes the car handle like shit.
What tyres have you got on it current?
They're stretched, so
Oh, okay.
there's not a lot of tyre in there, so you do hear the wheel hit the floor when you're taking corners occasionally.
So are you looking, when they sort of have gone the course of their life, maybe getting something that will fill out the tyre a bit better, so you've got a bit more sidewall?
Yeah.
Cool. And the fourth thing that you dislike about this car?
The viewpoint.
The windscreen.
Yeah, you pull up at a set of traffic lights. If you're too close, you can't see them. So you do have to hang back a bit.
Do you think that's just because it sits quite naturally low? I mean, I've not been in a standard height one of these, so I've only got yours to compare to.
No, according to the owners club, everyone has the same issue. It's where it's quite a small window.
It's just a very small windscreen. So the fifth and final thing that you say you don't like is the width of the vehicle, yeah?
Yeah, you can't judge it that well.
Yeah, it pulls nicely, doesn't it? One thing I do like about turbos. Can't beat a bit of boost. One thing that impresses me is that you can get a fairly decent example of one of these Audis for about $2,000. I mean, if you're not worried about the mileage, so most of them for that sort of price, you're probably going to find either 100k or over 100k. But if you really want a prime example, sort of less than 100k, you're probably looking closer to 3,000 from what I've seen. But I think $2,000 for a car that does all of this is pretty decent. So one thing that I've noticed in this car is that if you're in the passenger seat, where the seats are level, you can't actually reach forwards, you just sink. So every time you go to sit forwards, you slide back even further into the seat. It makes it very difficult to get to anything in the glove box or underneath the glove box in the little cubby there. just got back from driving in the Audi, and typically it's just stopped raining. Yeah, really enjoyed the car. Really lovely example of what an Audi TT can be. Hats off to the owner, he's done a really good job of keeping it in tip-top condition. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you for letting me film whilst we went out for a drive, and I hope you guys found it interesting. I will leave some photos that we took whilst we were out for you to have a little look at the end, and I'm going to call that it for today. So remember to like, comment and subscribe. Cheers guys!